This is the Range Rover Evoque. Yeah, it's not your everyday Range Rover Evoque, it's what they call the first edition. But what actually is the first edition? Well, it's essentially a model that comes with an incredible amount of specification as standard, and it was basically made as a certain model because a lot of people specified these little options, and this one's got all the options that are commonly specified as well as several more. My name is Will from ALX Specialist Cars, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what is actually included in an Evoque first edition. So the first edition we have here is finished in No Litre Grey, which is of course an exclusive colour for the first editions. It's a 2020 car, it's 70 registered on the number plate, so it is a late 2020 that. It's covered just under 40,000 miles, so not a lot of miles at all, and it is backed by a full service history. Things I mentioned about the first edition, I mentioned that it had, well, a plethora of options that usually you would have to pay for. But on this particular example, they're actually all included as part of the first edition pack. And you can notice just from looking down to the wheels, 20-inch diamond cut contrast alloy wheels. You'll see this sort of beautiful, more dark graphite grey inserts on there, and then the diamond cut finish on top. And I think they look absolutely fantastic. And of course, these are 20-inch just for the first edition. Looking up, you'll see the gloss black roof. This is again part of the first edition, so it all comes as standard. Usually you would have to pay on this, and as I mentioned, this is the 2020. Gets the stunning facelifted design, flush door handles, which when I lock the car will actually completely go into the side of the car. Gloss black mirrors continue, and the theme with the first edition is of course the bronze styling. So you've got bronze touches here, you've got bronze touches on the bonnet vents there, so it is quite a unique but very well put together car. So if you do want an Evoque that's a little bit special, comes with a vast amount of specification, then the first edition is definitely that. From the front of the Evoque first edition, it does come with the LED headlights, so you get the daytime running lights in there, with the LED headlights of course being just above that, so they do look very good when they're switched on. And then the Evoque, I would say, is just a great size SUV. It comes with plenty of space, but it's not big enough that you're going to struggle to park it. It's then got a reverse camera, it's got front and rear park assist, which certainly help in assisting parking and everyday use. Inside the car, it gets a light cloud over ebony interior, and I have to say that looks absolutely incredible. That is one of the options of the car. They don't all come with this, the first editions, so as I say, it is actually above and beyond the specification that comes as standard. And as a place to be, the interior is, well, it's absolutely lovely because you're getting a massive amount of natural light through the panoramic roof. There's an ambient lighting, well, everywhere in the car. It's on the door cards. It just runs under the centre console there. And then the centre console gets the integrated screen, which I have to say does look very smart, and it's quite flush with the rest of the car. You've then got the screen above that, which is all touchscreen as well. So you're getting dual screens, and that allows you to control your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the lower screen, your air conditioning, heated seats, etc. Just moving around to the rear seats of an Evoque first edition, hidden behind the privacy glass is a massive amount of space for your passengers. The interior continues. It's 3 seats in the rear, with the centre seat being able to fold down, allowing the cup holder to come out. And as you'll notice, the ambient lighting continues into the rear, as does the light cloud over ebony interior. The car's then equipped with Meridian sound system. You'll notice that just on the badging there. It's then also got an added safety feature, which is if there is something outside that you can't see out of your view, it'll warn you not to open the door, because of course you can open it into oncoming traffic. So a very well equipped car. From the rear of an Evoque first edition, you get the similarly fantastic rear lights. These are all updated as well. They're much sleeker, slightly squashed, and then of course the gloss black trim running beneath the Range Rover badging there. So the gloss black styling continues from there down to the rear diffuser there, and of course the rest of the car is in the stunning No Litre Grey. To open the boot up is actually electronic, so you just push the button below the R there and it'll sweep itself open. And as you'll see, you get a tremendous amount of space. And what I love about the Evoque first edition is the little touches like the illuminated sill, something you don't get often on cars, but of course Range Rover have really gone the extra mile on this car. And then as simple as it was to open it, Closing is exactly the same, just push the button and it'll close itself. Now, I think if you're watching this video, chances are you're perhaps considering being a driver of this stunning car, and I wouldn't blame you. It's a fantastic piece of kit. The seats are then memory function as well, so you'll see you can adjust them on the side of the seat there, but then you can set the memory function just on the door card there. Little things like the first edition bronze touches on the center console as well, just reminding you that you are in a special Evoque and a special version of the Evoque. But what we'll do now, we'll hop inside, I'll start the vehicle up and we'll walk through a few of the settings you get on an Evoque first edition. So starting the vehicle up is of course a push button start, and I mentioned the screen earlier. It's sort of, well, it's flush with the rest of the car. It follows the center console up here, and this is where you control all things like your heated seats, your air conditioning, your heated front windscreen. And to control the heated seats, push that in, roll it across, and they're heated. And then this is for all your sort of phone controls, your Bluetooth, your Apple CarPlay. So I'll show you exactly each and every of the settings it's got. It's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's then got all the other settings you would expect from a Range Rover, and it is of course the updated screen as well. So swipe across again, you've got 4x4 settings, because of course it is a Range Rover, so it is good off-road. And then you can actually adjust the ambient lighting as well, even change the colour. The screen you get on here is of course all digital now. The steering wheel itself is heated. You've then got lane assist. It's an extremely well equipped car, and all these features combined just make a fantastic example. On the screen as well, one more thing you'll notice, it's actually got self-park, this car, so it will literally park itself into a space and also out of a space. But if you want to do it yourself, you have of course got the reverse camera with front and rear park assist. Panoramic roof then gets an electronic privacy blind, which is controlled just by that button there. So if you close that up, it's going to be blackout as if you didn't have the roof anyway. So perhaps it's a sunny day, a lot of lights getting through, close that up, and you're all good to go. But guys, that is the Evoque first edition. As I say, it's finished in Nolita grey. It's got a full service history, and the thing you'll just sort of that catches your eye about the Evoque first edition is the bronze touches over the piano black. It's then got the bigger wheels, the panoramic roof, and an absolutely fantastically well equipped interior. It's even got heads-up display as well. I don't think I actually mentioned that. So as far as cars go, this one has got everything you could want. The car is here in our showroom, and that just goes to speak volumes on its condition and how well equipped it is. So if you would like any more information, if you would like to take it on a test drive, please do give us a call and we'll be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.